We are talking wellness now. How's your posture? Well, our good friend Dr. Dane Donahue of 8 Weeks to Wellness is here to tell us how you move can make a big difference when it comes to your health. The good doctor says eat well, think well, and move well. They're goals to good health. Today, we're focusing on the move part. So what's the most important thing, Doc? Welcome, by the way. You can tell patients about getting moving. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you again,
My
Yuki.
man.
The most important thing before we talk about moving, we've got to talk about alignment. Most people don't think about this, but most people sit all day long. And so they're sitting in a posture, a position where they're closed down. Their shoulders are closed, their head's closed. We see a graphic that the head becomes much heavier the farther it comes away from our hips. So the most important thing is alignment. As chiropractors, we're alignment specialists. We deal with something called subluxation. And subluxation is misalignment. So if you have misalignment in a joint, and we have a lot of joints in our body, 53 in our spine, if you have misalignment, that's going to create strain. It's going to restrict movement. And when you restrict movement, it creates all kinds of things: disc problems, arthritis, pressure on nerves, radiculopathy.
Which I have.
So all of these problems,
I think I have.
yeah, and all these problems come from really poor posture, which is just bad alignment.
What can we do as a reminder? I remember as a child in the Philadelphia Boys Choir, we were always told to sit on the edge of our seats. And that would help push our back.
And you know what?
You
remember when they used to walk with books
on the top of the head,
right? So anything that's a straight line where the head's over the shoulders and the shoulders over the hips is going to age well. In other words, it's sort of like the front alignment of our car. If we have misalignment, it pulls to the right. The tires wear unevenly. Well, our joints are our tires. They bear weight. So if there's misalignment, it creates strain. And over time, that creates arthritis and stiffens us up. And so many of my patients, Yuki, are just stiff. They can't move properly. So before we talk about movement, we've got to talk about alignment. And that's why I encourage people to go seek chiropractic care, because they deal with proper alignment.
You brought an x-ray as well.
Absolutely. This is just a patient who's been sitting for about 35 years, and there's a normal curve that you should have in your neck. This person presented with no symptoms, but because he was sitting for 35 years of his life, he developed massive degeneration in his neck just from that head being forward and the compression on the neck.
Okay, now you've inspired me. Show me some exercises, because as I said, I think I have symptoms. My doctor told me I had symptoms of radiculopathy.
Okay, well, the first thing we're going to do, Yuki, is this is what I call an opening posture. We want good alignment, and remember, most of us are closed down in our posture, just like that graphic. So the first thing I want you to do is you're going to take this, stand up tall, and we're just going to move that over top of the shoulders.
How far should I take it back?
So that looks perfect.
Now, we can take a broomstick or anything. This is PVC pipe.
Absolutely. That's a $1 piece of equipment there.
Okay.
All the way back to your lower back. Feel that in your shoulders?
Yeah.
Okay, feel that open you up?
Yes, I do.
As opposed to being closed down.
This might help with my golf swing, too, you know?
Without a doubt. So that's
to do it with a golf club.
About 10 reps, Yuki, so we want to stand up nice and tall and bring that over, right? And then that's for the upper body. To open up the lower body, just a simple overhead squat. So we squat down and we squat back up again. Squat down, and if you see, everything is in alignment. The pole's over my shoulders over the hips. Most people, because they're so tight, they can't move properly, and that's what we're talking about. We've got to focus on posture and alignment.
Now, you can help everyone when it comes to moving right. How so?
Absolutely. Well, you know, again, moving properly is about scripting. It's about knowing what to do. And most people go to the gym and they don't really know how to stretch properly. So the key is again, getting coaching, and that's what, as a chiropractor, we do. We coach people to have better alignment, better movement. And by the way, I told you before, you know, the ultimate rigidity is called death. So we want to be able to move, because if we can't move, we can't function into older life.
Good points. Good points. And you notice I didn't do the squat one because you didn't have to help me up.
Yes.
We'll leave it at that.
And most people, if they want, they can visit our website at 8WW. They can get more coaching, more advice if they want.
There you have it. We have a link to the Dr. Dane's website, if you will, on our website, cbsphilly.com. Just click on Talk Philly. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We'll be right back.